Wells Fargo has a real culture of giving back to the communities. We really believe that our future success really depends on the health of the communities that we do business in. I mean, without good education, without good opportunities for jobs, the communities don't stand a chance of growing and prospering. And we want to grow and prosper within the communities that we serve.
I think one of the most important things of the Friends of the Future program is the benefits that it brings to both the students and Wells Fargo. The students to see a couple things. One, that corporate America and office environments are really just filled with normal people like you and I that can seem very distant and very afar, but when you come in and you see the people, you realize that we're all just trying to do the same thing and learn something, take care of our families, and reach out to the community. So I think some of it is demystifying the environment. I think for Wells Fargo, seeing people with different backgrounds, different histories, different education backgrounds, and how much they can contribute and add to our business from bringing a different perspective and a different experience is really something we strive for in all of our permanent hires as well as interns. And so Holy Trinity is a perfect example of that, where students have unbelievable ideas and passions about their thoughts, and they bring all of that to the office every day, and it always makes for a great summer.
My first day at Wells Fargo, I was really scared and nervous. I had this thought in my head that everyone was going to be, uptight and serious and hardworking and, no laughs at all. We can't mess up. Everything has to be perfect.
When you sit down and you talk to the students, you recognize that they understand the importance of a great education, and they do value that. They see that getting the experience that they have, the Friends for the Future internship, is something that they wouldn't get at another school.
Wells Fargo supports the youth at Holy Trinity, I think, 100%, between the weekly tutoring we do, between the summer internships every year. Those students receive a lot of learning every summer. I know personally they told me waking up every day and working a 9-to-5 job is something they never experienced before, and by the end of those 8 weeks, I think they're definitely enriched.
It was a first impression type thing for me. I didn't want to put a bad impression on myself in front of everyone at Wells Fargo, but the people there were really cool about it, because they pretty much took me around the office, told me exactly what was expected and what I was going to be doing that entire summer, which was really cool.
Our big project for the summer was a community service project where me and the two interns, Devon and Felicia, we went over to a program that was assisting the unemployed in their interview and resume skills. Devon and Felicia did a great job. It was so great to see them passing on the skills they've learned through their internship and learned through the Friends for a Future program, and kind of pass those on to those other people that needed those skills as well.
While working at Wells Fargo, it definitely taught me many things. It taught me people skills, it taught me how to work with a team, and it pretty much taught me what is expected when you're going to have a real job in the future.
I believe that Friends for the Future program is important. It's important for these students to have a chance to see what it's like working in a corporation. I think that the corporations get just as much out of it as the students do, and again, these students are committed. I think we also see that these students from them learn exactly what it's like to be in a corporate setting, learn that there are possibilities out there for them, and helps them want to succeed.
Several years ago, Wells had the idea of getting involved with our students through our tutoring program in our Resource Learning Center. So several days a week, they send some younger associates over to actually work with our students either individually in one-on-one tutoring sessions or in small group sessions. And that has turned out to be amazingly effective for our students.
Working with Holy Trinity through the tutoring program and the internship and a variety of other Holy Trinity events, you see the drive and the dedication of the Holy Trinity students, and that is impactful every time. I've never been very good at geometry, and so when tutoring I live in fear that somebody is going to need help with their geometry homework. And a couple of weeks ago, lo and behold, one of the students came up and wanted some help with their geometry, and a coworker and I struggled through attempting to help with that geometry and were at best moderately successful. And when she got up to leave at the end of the tutoring period, she looked at us both and said, "Now I hope you learned something today."
The perfect student to me is someone who shows a willingness to learn. I think a lot of the students that we deal with at Holy Trinity and through the tutoring program have already taken the first step towards exhibiting that willingness to learn and opening themselves up to be tutored or mentored and taking on that extra responsibility.
Another unexpected benefit that we have had from our wonderful partnership with Wells Fargo is the financial support they've given us, both as a company but also individually. Wells Fargo is a main corporate sponsor of our yearly Guardians of Hope dinner, which supports all of our students through our financial assistance program. In addition, they've been a main corporate supporter of our fall arts event, which allows our students to not only do performing arts, but also visual arts as well.
The Fall Arts Program to me is one of the more exciting events that Holy Trinity hosts every year. Northern Trust has provided the facilities and has hosted the event for the past several years, and we've provided sponsorship dollars to underwrite the event. It's a great opportunity for donors and other interested constituencies here in Chicago to really see these kids up close and personal and just get an opportunity to sense how much talent and unlocked potential there is within these kids. They are so excited about being able to display their talents, whether that's through their artwork, reading poetry, singing, playing instruments. It's just a captivating opportunity to see just how much potential these kids have and how just a little bit of investment really helps unlock that.
I am amazed at the influence that Wells has on our students. Our students go into that internship program wide-eyed and ready for an experience, and Wells provides that. The students at Holy Trinity that have had the benefit of the partnership and the internship at Wells Fargo have really been positively affected, so that when they come back for their senior year in high school, they are more focused on the next steps in their career.
The Friends for Future program and Wells Fargo have both helped me along the way in many ways. They have shaped me into who I am today as a well-rounded student with work ethics and people skills, working with a team, and most importantly, what it's like to work in a big corporate job like Wells Fargo, and I am very thankful for that.
I know a lot of the people in the audience here are business leaders in the Chicago area, and I know that it's a burden to bring in summer interns to your businesses. All I can tell you is that we found that these kids were so mature, so ready to learn, and found it so easy to incorporate them into our day-to-day workflow that at the end of the summer we didn't find it to be a burden at all. And the payoff of giving them that opportunity to work in a professional environment for 8 to 10 or 12 weeks during the summertime is immense.
Wells Fargo is a great example of what a company can do for teenagers in the city. They can open up a world of possibilities, tutoring, mentoring, and charitable giving to inspire the leaders of tomorrow in the next steps of their career. I would challenge you to go back to your company to encourage them to get involved in education across the city of Chicago. Those are the next leaders of tomorrow, and partnerships formed between businesses and high schools really set the tone for leadership in the future.